They say in every village, there is always one man who wants more than the land can give, more than the gods can offer. This is the story of a man named Samuel. Samuel was known to everyone as a hardworking man, quiet but respectful, the kind of man who always helped his neighbors and greeted elders properly. But deep inside Samuel's heart, there was a fire that never stopped burning. He wanted more from life. He wanted to escape the poverty he grew up in. He wanted to wear fine clothes, drive nice cars, and live in a big house. He wanted people to look at him with respect. He wanted his children to grow up proud of their father. Every time he tried to rise, something pushed him down. He worked extra jobs, saved every coin, but luck was never on his side. Others who started after him were now ahead. Some even laughed at him. His own relatives started avoiding him. He was tired of struggling. One day, an old friend returned to the village driving a big black car. The villagers came out to look. Samuel greeted him and invited him to his house. That night, over food and drinks, Samuel asked, "How did you do it? How did you go from sleeping on the floor to owning such things?" The friend looked at him for a long time, then said, "There is a woman. A Sangoma. She helped me. But it is not for the weak. If you want what I have, you must be ready to pay." Samuel said he was ready. The friend warned him again, "The spirits don't take money. They take something deep. But you won't understand until it's too late." Samuel shook his head. He said he had nothing else to lose. The next day, he followed directions and went to the Sangoma. Her hut stood alone at the edge of the forest. The trees there were too quiet, the birds didn't sing, and the wind felt cold even though the sun was hot. The Sangoma was very old. Her eyes were white like smoke, but she seemed to see everything. She didn't smile. She asked no questions. She simply said, "You want power?" Samuel said yes. She said, "You will have it. The spirits will open doors for you. People will give you money. You will walk in places you only dreamed of. But you must give them something in return. They will choose what they take. Do you agree?" Samuel said yes. He did not care. The Sangoma lit candles and drew things on the ground. She mixed blood with ashes and spoke words Samuel didn't understand. The smoke filled the room and Samuel felt his body grow cold. He saw shadows move even though no one else was there. He heard a voice call his name from the wall. When the ritual was done, she said, "You are no longer alone. Go home. Watch what happens. But remember, the spirits collect what they are owed." Samuel went home. Within weeks, his life changed. His small business grew fast. People he never met offered him deals. His bank account filled up. His clothes changed. His car changed. He started building a double-story house. People came to him for help. They called him boss. Even people who once looked down on him now showed him respect. But inside his house, things were changing too. His wife Mary became quiet. She started sleeping in the children's room. She cried often, but never said why. His children looked at him with fear. They said he looked different, like something was following him. One night, his youngest daughter Grace disappeared. One moment she was playing in her room, the next, she was gone. No sign of her. No sound. No door open. They searched everywhere. The police came. Neighbors helped. But she was never found. Samuel felt something heavy in his chest. His wife broke down. She stopped talking to him. Then he received a letter under the door. It had no name. It said, "You sold your soul, and the spirits have taken what you love most." Samuel fell to the floor. He cried like a child. He knew then what the Sangoma meant. He had made the trade. Power for love. Success for his own blood. That night, the house grew colder. He began to hear footsteps when no one was walking. Shadows moved behind him. He heard Grace's voice crying, but when he followed the sound, nothing was there. He went back to the Sangoma, begged her to fix it. She said, "You gave your word. The spirits are not thieves. They took what was promised." Samuel begged on his knees, offering all his money. She said, "The spirits don't want your money. They wanted your heart. And you gave it freely." He returned home, but it was no longer a home. His wife left 2 weeks later with their son. She didn't leave a note. She just packed and left. The workers finished building the house, but Samuel stayed alone. No child's laughter. No warm food. No peace. He had money. He had everything he wanted, but he had no one to share it with. People in the village say they see him walking near the forest late at night. Some say he calls his daughter's name over and over. Others say they hear singing in the house, even though no one lives there. They say he talks to himself. Some believe he sees things the rest of us don't. Parents now tell their children his story. They say, "Do not chase power from the spirits. You will get what you ask for, but you may lose what you can never replace." Samuel still walks the earth with full hands and an empty soul. He is the man who sold his soul for power and paid with his family.